What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Uh, 50 Cent won his case in the lawsuit against Power. And basically, it wasn't just 50 Cent in court. There were a bunch of the creators that was there, and the whole show was in jeopardy that they would have to pay out to this play called Dangerous, which is based off the same premise or a similar premise. But it just goes to show you people could sue you for anything. The fact that this even made it to court is shocking. Figuring that they had no evidence linking anybody to this case, except for the fact that they had a play. And they was like, oh, they saw the play, and then they decided to steal our act and steal our show, and they creatively stole our content. And just like the judge told them, it's Carlito's Way and all of these things. These are something that you can't really sue or portray. I don't even know how this got before a judge. This thing should have been thrown out from the jump. You can't sit there and put a price or something like that on that, or copyright that. A drug dealer who has a legit life. You've seen that in 6 million things. You seen Narcos and all these movies? Is that a knockoff of Scarface and Blow and all these other movies? No. How in the world he's gonna win that case anyway? That's a no-brainer. Unless you have like if they stole the actual script, it's hard to prove concept when the concept could easily be manipulated. If it was something that was done like with my movie that I've written in my script, how it was completely ripped off and they just ruined it, I knew there was no way I could win. Because I'm like, well, they just took one part out of my script, but they could easily say that they came up with the idea. They're professional thieves, so they know what they were doing. I was young, just like, hey, please listen to my demo type stuff with the script, and I put it in somebody's hands that I trusted. Did not knowing anything about how the business side worked at that time. So I got screwed over, but I'm like, okay, you live and you learn. I knew my script was way better than what they put out on the movie screen. Then you have this. If Power wasn't a hit show, we would have never heard about this case. Power's a hit. Oh, we want a piece. We got a play called Dangerous. So what does this do for them? They go to court, they lose. But what do they get? They attach themselves to Power. So now people talking about this play Dangerous. So now they're gonna be like, man, I'm gonna go see this to see if it's just like Power. See how quickly that worked? So that's just the gist of it. 50 wins, and it really doesn't mean anything. And Power wins, but 50 is the face of Power. So it looks like 51 in court. And that's the way everybody's gonna spin it. It's the unit, G unit. That's it. That's all. And people be like, man, why you like Fifth, man? Fifth started right in the basement. He started in his grandma's basement. That's where all this started. For me, my grandma's basement. The majority of everything started for me in my grandma's basement. And from there, we arose. Now, we ain't got 50 kind of money, but we all right. You know, I can eat what I want tonight. Right now, I think I can afford the same meal 50 eat. But we know how to get it, and we recognize those who busting their butt out there to get it. You know, so it is what it is. You know, I ain't bobbing my head and rocking with Brian though. You know, that's out. That ain't gonna happen. But don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you can be notified when I go live and do everything else. I'm out.